Okay, so I hope you have enjoyed the meditation and you would have practically experienced that every time you close your eyes and observe the breath, naturally you feel energized, you feel fresh. We are all energy beings, my dear friends. Our happiness, our understanding of life depends on our energy. The more we do meditation, the more we harvest energy. The science of meditation is nothing but the science of energy maximization. You maximize the energy the more and more you meditate. It is like this: when you have little energy, you can do very little things in life. When you have more energy, you can do great things in your life. When you have the highest amount of energy, then you become a great master. In terms of consciousness, energy comes from consciousness. As you are progressing in the spiritual path, you have to be very careful not to waste energy. Because only with more and more energy, you can go into greater consciousness. You can experience the greater consciousness of yourself. So, the very subtle level of understanding of life, the very fine understanding of the bigger picture of the creation, you'll be able to understand only when you are able to step into that higher consciousness. So, for stepping into that higher consciousness, you need to be very careful how you manage your energy. Energy management. This energy is called personal energy. Personal energy management. The more you are aware, the more you are smart, the more you are intelligent, not to waste energy unnecessarily, you conserve the energy, then you are able to access the greater consciousness. With more energy, you are able to access the greater consciousness. And the more you are stepping into the greater consciousness, the more you are stepping into the greater consciousness, the more you become eligible to attract abundant energy. It is very intrinsic. The more you are stepping into you need energy to step into the higher consciousness. The more you are in the higher consciousness, the more you harvest energy. So only in the beginning, it is a little challenging. But once you have tasted the nectar of your own consciousness, then you really don't want to waste any energy, because it becomes automatic. Like you automatically, you know what to do, you know what not to do. So only in the beginning you need discipline. And once you are able to feel that higher consciousness or that divine energy, the divine light, whatever you can call it, once you started tasting that divinity, then you course correct yourself, the self-discipline comes, you know what to do. That's when you become a master. But until that stage, until you reach that stage, you have to be really focused. You have to really discipline yourself. It is only till reaching that stage where you are able to access that divine consciousness, where you are able to access that higher states of consciousness. Only Till you reach that state, you need a guide, you need a guru to remind you constantly. You need a guru to remind you constantly to follow the path, to be disciplined. The guru's role is to guide you and motivate you to be in the path. But your role is to walk the path. So, this reading books, Swadhyayam, the Sajjana Sangatyam, Guru Sangatyam, and the retreats and the workshops, this is all a way for you to self discipline yourself until you reach that break even. And once you reach that, when I say break even, that means you are able to access your own higher consciousness, your own divinity. So once you reach that state of self mastery, after you reach that state of self mastery, then it becomes a leela. Life becomes a leela. Life becomes a play. Life becomes a celebration. Then you will be directing others to be in the path. Then you will take the role of a teacher. So the roles of the teacher and the student, they are interchangeable. Okay. So it is like sometimes you play the dual role. In any given day, while you are teaching others, you are playing the role of a teacher. While you are learning, you are playing the role of a student. So it is interchangeable. But to be a good teacher, you need to be a sincere student. Only a sincere student can become a good teacher. And only a good teacher can be a great student. Because life is eternally learning. There is no end for learning. So the learning continues. Okay. So on this Guru Purnima, I want you to understand that the inner Guru is the focus on today. Guru Purnima, the day Guru Purnima, normally people in the Eastern world, especially in India, they believe that is the day to show gratitude to their outer Guru. But today is the day to recognize that it is your own inner Guru. It is your own inner Guru means when you have the discipline, when you have the sincerity, when you have the seriousness. The word Guru comes from Guri. Guri means focus, attention, sincerity. So when you have that sincerity, then when you have that Guru, when you have that Guri, when you are a Guru, when you have that sincerity, then your own sincerity attracts the right teacher from outside. So your inner Guru attracts the outer Guru. The definition of a Guru, there are two definitions. The first definition is a person with sincerity. The second definition, Guru means a learned teacher. Not just a teacher, a learned teacher. Or is an expert in that field. So when you are sincere, your sincerity will attract a learned teacher. Your sincerity will attract an expert in that field, what you want to learn. So you have inner Guru and outer Guru. If your inner Guru is so-so, your inner Guru is not so sincere, then you will attract the outer Guru you will attract is not of the highest order. You will not attract an expert. You will attract a medicore teacher, where the teacher will take you round and round. So your level of sincerity attracts the level of expertise. Okay. So today is a day to reflect upon your inner Guru. The reason why you don't need to worry about the outer Guru is it is pure science. Frequency attracts frequency. If you take care of your sincerity will attract the right teacher. The teacher can be a physical or it can be invisible. There are many astral masters who are willing to teach you while you are in the meditative state, while you are in the sleep state, or the teachers can come in any form. Your children can be a great teacher as well. If you have the sincerity to learn, you can learn from your own children. If you have the sincerity to learn, you can learn from birds. If you have the sincerity to learn, you can learn from strangers also. If you have the sincerity to learn, every challenging situation, you will turn it into an opportunity of great learning. So it is your own sincerity that matters. So once you have taken that part where you are authentic to yourself, you are true to yourself, you are sincere towards your own growth. Once that part is taken care, then the inner guru is acknowledged. The inner guru is respected. Then now the focus comes to the outer guru. With the outer guru, it is a gratitude. With the outer guru, it is a feeling of gratitude that the outer guru has made your life simple. The outer guru is not beating around the bush. He has showed you the path. He has made your life simple. But if your inner guru is not there, even the outer guru is standing next to you, you cannot learn anything from him. You cannot even notice him. So when it comes to the inner guru, it is all about self-discipline and focus and sincerity. When it comes to the outer guru, it is gratitude. And your outer guru can be your mother, your father, it can be your school teacher, or it can be your spiritual teacher. All those are outer gurus. So today, on the day of Guru Purnima, is the day to show gratitude not to one person, but to everybody you have learned from. To everybody. And to the whole existence and to the life itself. Because life is teaching you many things. Feel the gratitude for everybody. That is the right way of understanding this Guru Purnima celebrations. You want to celebrate the Guru Purnima, the celebration is with the right understanding. Celebration is the end result of the right understanding. So the right understanding is inner Guru and outer Guru. When it comes to the inner guru, sometimes you might say that, okay, I'm not so sincere. I'm meditating one day, I'm not meditating one day. I know meditation gives me energy. I know meditation is the answer, but sometimes I'm not meditating. Then today is a day to reflect. Past is past. Don't worry about the past. But from today onwards, you be sincere. Because now you understand the science. Unless you are sincere, nobody can help you. You understood that science. So focus on your sincerity. How do you focus on the sincerity? Focusing on the sincerity means if you want something, if you really want something, then give energy, give attention, give time to that. If you're not interested in something, then don't waste your time and energy focusing on that. For example, you don't like to learn music. You don't like, there is no interest to learn music. Then don't unnecessarily waste your own time and own energy in learning music. Focus on the things which you are interested in. If you are not interested, for example, if you are not interested in meditation, then don't waste your time. Focus on the field where you are interested in. So, your interest, wherever is your interest, put all your energy towards that direction in that particular field. Then you become really sincere. And sometimes people ask, sir, I really want to, I really want to be happy in life. And intuitively, I know, and even my own intelligence says, I have to meditate, but I'm not interested to meditate. What to do? So now this is a situation where they know that only meditation can help them. Nothing else can help them. Only their own practice can help them. Their own swadhyayam can help them. Their own sajjana samithyam can help them. Nobody can help them. And they are desperate to get that help. But sometimes, they are not interested in that. Now, what is the answer? The answer is expand your knowledge. The more you're expanding the knowledge, the more the interest comes naturally. I'll give an example. You are not interested in the music because you don't have much knowledge about music. Once you start exploring the music, once you start expanding your own limited knowledge about music, once you start exploring more and more, once you gather more knowledge about music, then very naturally you feel interested in music. In the beginning, you want to listen, listen, listen. So your interest to listen to the music increases. And the more and more you listen, the more and more you start enjoying the music. The more you start enjoying the music, the more naturally you feel like, hey, I want to play the music. It is the same with spirituality. It is the same in meditation. Expand the knowledge. The more you expand the knowledge, read books, read amazing books. There are so many books of great masters, great enlightened masters. You read their journey, you read their autobiographies. When you read their journey, when you read their autobiographies, then you're expanding the knowledge. You get motivated. It is your own motivation which will help you to be sincere. So, expanding the knowledge is the key. The more you expand the knowledge, the more you become sincere. And the more you become sincere, the more you attract the right expert to guide you further. To fine tune your understanding, you will attract the right person. So, this is how frequency attracts frequency. This is how, there is a saying, when the student is ready, the teacher appears. This is the logic. When the student is ready, that means you have gathered all the knowledge, you have expanded the knowledge, and you are really sincere in it. That means the student is ready. When the student is ready, the teacher automatically appears because it is your own sincerity which attracts the right teacher. You see, a good student can learn from a bad teacher also. A good student can learn from a bad teacher how not to be bad. But a bad student, which means a student who is not sincere. A bad student means a student who is not sincere. A bad student cannot even learn from a great teacher. The greatest of the greatest possible teacher is next to him. A bad student can never learn anything. What is the definition of a bad teacher? So I told you the definition of a bad student. A bad student is somebody who is not sincere. A bad teacher is someone who makes a student dependent. A bad teacher is somebody, instead of making the student independent, he makes him dependent. He will create that energy, he will create that aura which says that if you follow me, your life is taken care of. You be with me, you follow me, you be part of my Sangha, don't go to other teachers, you be with me, only I can help you. This is the sign he's a bad teacher. Because he's creating a certain kind of dependency. And sometimes the teacher keeps on saying only you can help yourself, but sometimes the student is still dependent on the teacher. The student is attached. From the student mode, they get into the bhakta mode. They lose the scientific temper and they get into the bhakta zone. The bhakta is a term where is like a blind follower. You should never be a blind follower to anybody. So again, it becomes the job. See, if you are with the right teacher, the teacher will notice that, oh, he's becoming a blind follower. He's becoming too dependent on me. So then the teacher will kick him, scold him, break his ego, so that he realizes that only he can help himself. There is a statement from Osho, a very beautiful statement. The statement from Osho is, it is better to be with one living master rather than following 1,000 dead masters. It is better to be with one living master rather than following 1,000 dead masters. Because what will a living master do? The living master will kick the student. The living master will discipline the student. Anytime the student is making a mistake, a living master will break the ego. The living master will correct the student. The student is becoming too attached, the living master will kick him out. But once the master is dead, then who is going to help you? You are just in your own hallucination. I follow this guru, I follow that guru will take care of me, this guru will take care of me. You get into, you lose the scientific temper and you become a blind follower. And Osho himself said, my only job is to break all your egos. My only job is to create confusion. My only purpose is to create confusion so that out of that confusion, out of your own confusion, there is a possibility certain clarity arises. A dead teacher makes you feel comfortable. A living teacher makes you feel really uncomfortable. Because the job of the real teacher is to shake you up. The job of the real teacher is to shake you to the core so that you realize your own self. Okay. So it is very important on this Guru Purnima day to reflect this, not to be dependent on anybody and not to lose the scientific temper. The scientific temper is very, very important. One day there was a debate between myself and Patriji. Okay, so in this lifetime, he was guiding me in the physical form. So we used to have debates. And there was one live program where he was asking how did I meet him and how was our relationship, to share with everybody. It is live telecasted, thousands of people are watching. Because he likes to play that kind of, we both have that energy to play with each other. See, the real relationship between a guru and a disciple is friendship, that you have to understand. The real relationship between a guru and disciple is friendship, a beautiful friendship. So he was asking me to share my experience, how I met him and all the things. When I met him for the first time, I was suspicious of him because from my childhood, I never believed anybody can be superior. And I had this assumption that if somebody has a beard, he's a fake guru. Today I'm growing my own beard. See the significance. So I had this understanding back then, right from my childhood, because in India there are so many fake gurus. And all the fake gurus, they have long beards. Real gurus also have long beards. But as a child, my understanding is a real guru will be a normal person. Why to have beard? Why to have the special appearance? So if somebody has beard, I'll be very cautious with that person. So when I met him for the first time, and he has a big beard, and I want to check whether he's a real guru or not. So how do I check? So the only way to check whether he's a real guru or not, see, appearances cannot define whether he's a real guru or not. Outer appearance, with outer appearance, you can never figure out whether he's a real guru or not. So how do I check? So I have to check based on debate. So I should ask a question, and based on what answer he gives, I will be able to figure out whether he is a knowledgeable person or not. So when I met him for the first time, it is September 10, 2008. I met him in Melbourne, Australia. So I was asking questions after questions continuously for almost half a day. In 3, 4 hours, I was asking questions. And whatever the answer he's saying, my inner consciousness was saying correct, correct, that is right. So after few hours of questions, continuous bombardment of questions, I came to this understanding that yes, I can learn something from him. He's a knowledgeable person. But then I don't want to surrender. See, in my dictionary, the word surrender is not never there because I was such a highly egoistic person right from my childhood. When I say egoistic, don't think in the bad terms. When I say egoistic person, that is more of a healthy self-esteem. So then it is my turn. No. So then I said, okay, I have done with my questions. Now it is your turn. Now you can ask me any questions if you want. Or you can share anything, whatever you want. Now it is your turn. Now you have to understand why am I telling you this is I am seeing him on the equal field. I didn't put him on the pedestal. He's a knowledgeable person. He's an expert in meditation and in spirituality. I respected that. But at the same time, I didn't put him in the pedestal. So there was a healthy debate between us. Then he said, he replied to me for my question. He said, I'm happy that you have come to the right place. So this is how I met him. So I was sharing that. And then I said on the live session, I said, it is from that day onwards, I surrendered to the teachings, I surrendered to the principles of PSSM. I used the word surrender. It just came from my mouth. Then he was like, okay, you surrendered? Okay, if you surrender, then you might have lost your independence. That is what happens when you surrender. So this debate was happening live, I think in the year 2021. So he said, you know, you will lose your independence. You would have lost your independence if you surrender. I said, no, no way, I won't lose my independence. Then he said, that is what it happens when you surrender. Now, this is live telecasted in PMCs, in PMC channels, where most of the students are followers of Patricia. And then I said, no, sir, I follow a hybrid model. I will listen to you, but I will do only what I feel like doing. Just because you said something I won't do, I will listen to you and I will follow what I feel like doing. I don't surrender to you, but I surrender to your wisdom. So this is a hybrid model I follow. But then he was so happy. Then he said, yeah, that is fair enough. See, I'm reflecting this because the real happiness of a teacher is when he meets a sincere student. So then he said, Pradeep, remember this point. Never compromise on your independence. That is the essence of enlightenment. So the essence of enlightenment is never to compromise on the independence. Okay. So a real master will always focus on making you independent. That is the one unique quality how you can figure out whether he is a real master or not. Today being a Guru Purnima, we have discussed this. So again and again, science of energy maximization is the science of meditation. When you close your eyes, you conserve the energy. When you observe the breath, you maximize the energy. It is your personal energy which defines your life. Write it down on bold letters. Your personal energy defines your life. If you have a lot of energy, then you have a great life. When you have less energy, because you are wasting the energy unnecessarily speaking, unnecessarily thinking, doing unscientific things, inscientific things. If you don't have the spiritual temper, if you don't have the scientific temper, then you lose energy. If you're a blind follower, then you don't have high energy. But if you're not a blind follower, you always have this scientific temper and you have this ability to question. You have this ability to discern what is right, what is wrong. And you have the ability to be focused in the present moment. And always you double check with your own experience with what the other person is saying, what your teacher is saying, what the science is saying. There are three things. What your teacher is saying should match with what the science is saying. It should match with your own experience. Then it is the absolute truth. So when you follow all those things, self-discipline, then naturally your energies are very high. With this heightened energy, you are bound to become a great person. You are bound to become a great student. You are bound to become a great teacher. This is the summary. Only you can help yourself with your own sincerity, with your own experiments. You should never blindly believe another person. Rather, do your own experiments. Have the first-hand experience. Your experience leads to your own wisdom. When a teacher says something, it is only information, knowledge for you. See, there are stages. First is data, raw data. From the raw data, you distill the raw data, you get information. With that information, you do a little bit of more research, then you gather knowledge. With that knowledge, you experiment it on your own, then you get wisdom. You share your own wisdom with others, then your wisdom amplifies. The fine tuning of the wisdom happens, the perfection of the wisdom happens. So these are the stages. First is from the data, you gather information. Like there's lot of data. Like, there is political data, there is data of the sports, music, arts, and there's so much information, so much data outside. So what is your interest? You focus on that and collect that information and expand the knowledge by collecting more and more, by fine tuning, by listening to many, many masters. And when you're listening to many masters, you are debating what is right, whether this person said is right, whether the other person said is right, whether this makes sense or whether that makes sense. You internalize, you compare the teachings of masters, 2, 3 masters, and you see which one you feel is more appropriate, which one you feel is more right. So that is how you expand the knowledge. And with that expanded knowledge, it is time for experiment. And now when you experiment, you have certain experience. So with that experience, you have wisdom. When you share the wisdom, then the wisdom becomes greater wisdom. Okay. The more you teach, the more you learn. What you teach, you perfect in that. So that's how you become a perfected master. So from information to knowledge, from knowledge to experience, from experience to wisdom, from wisdom to perfect master. This is a sequence of things. Okay, so now it is time to ask, debate, fine-tune our understanding of what you have understood today. So please be scientific the way you ask the questions. Your question should help you to fine-tune your understanding. Your question should not only help you, it should help others also who is listening. And that is a great question. If your question is just out of curiosity, and if the question is not helping you to fine tune your understanding, the question is not helping you to become a better person, then that is a stupid question. So if you're asking a stupid question, you lose energy. If you're asking a nice question, then with that sincerity, with that answer, then you gain energy. So from today onwards, do this experiment. I want all of you to do this experiment from today onwards. You being an energy person, focus on your personal energy. When you get up in the morning, always be in the, when you get up in the morning, immediately watch your mobile. You'll notice that you lose energy. And when you get up, you don't watch any mobile. The first thing is you get up, drink water, do some exercises, go out, watch the sun, watch the nature. Okay, meditate for a few minutes, see how you feel energetic. Eat only when you are hungry, see how you feel. When you are not hungry, you eat, see how you feel energetically. You overeat, see how you feel energetically. When you overeat, you feel tired, your energy becomes less. So experiment in the energy terms. When you read a book, before reading the book and after reading the book, see how is the energy. Any work you do mindfully, you won't lose energy. But if you're doing a work thinking about other things, then you lose energy. Even simple experiment, you are drinking water. When you're drinking a glass of water, close your eyes and drink mindfully. Or drink thinking something else. Immediately you will notice. Anything you do mindfully, you conserve energy. Right? And also do this experiment. Every day sincerely, you do meditation. Your energy is increasing, increasing, increasing. Your awareness increases. Your own access to your own higher consciousness, you can feel. You can feel the divinity. You can feel the divine consciousness giving you your intuitions become sharper. You have the inner voice getting very crystal clear. Everybody has inner voice. Inner voice means intuition. Everybody has inner voice. But a person with more energy can listen to the inner voice. A person with less energy cannot listen. Do all these experiments. And when you do your own experiment, that's when you realize, oh, this is the truth. And every time you do the experiment, that motivates you to do a greater experiment. So that is how you motivate yourself to be in this path constantly. Your own experiments will motivate you to go further. Your own experiments will discipline you to be a great person. Okay. So self-discipline, self-motivation, self-care. You need to take care of yourself, take care of your body, take care of yourself, take care of your energy. Self-care, self-respect, self-acceptance, then eventually self-love. Okay. So now let us take these questions. So this person from Lynn has raised the hands. Okay, so let us unmute her.
Namaste.
You are on the mute. You can unmute and speak.
Yeah. Namaste, Mr. Pradeep, and the whole class. I'm from Vietnam, and I'm the interpreter for the class in Vietnam at this moment. And now I will share some questions of the student in our Sangha to teacher. We hope that you can give us some suggestion. Yes. The first question is, from this student. Dear teacher, before I didn't practice and transform myself, like do meditation and read book. Before I used to have a lot of desire of sexuality. I wonder that with the people who practice meditation and try to transform ourselves, whether we have the sexuality desire, like have said, if we don't have sex, whether we are healthy. Because after several months of practicing in the spiritual path, I naturally feel that I don't have the desire of sexuality. I still feel healthy. So which way is good? I want to have the suggestion from you. And while you answer, I will unmute myself and interpret, and later please turn on for me. Thank you.
So the question you're asking is that in the beginning there is a lot of interest. Then you practice with the practice. Then your focus is the passion towards the spirituality is reduced. Is that right? Is my understanding right? Okay. See, it is like this. There are many levels. In the beginning, in the beginning, you are new to this spirituality and meditation and all the things. In the beginning, you are so excited. You're so excited. You say, "Wow, there is third eye. There is life after death. There is astral travel. You can come out of the physical body and you can travel wherever you want. You can see past lives. Okay, you can see aura." So these things are very, very exciting. So this motivates you to do meditation. No, no, I have to meditate. I have to learn all those things. So there's a lot of excitement. And then you close your eyes and meditate. You close your eyes and meditate. And then slowly, meditation is a process of slow and steady. You're slowing down yourself. You're steadying yourself. The initial excitement will not be there. It is the same like, when a man and a woman meet. Initially, there is so much of excitement. But as they understand more and more, they become more settled. The excitement goes away. See, between a husband, wife, or a boyfriend, girlfriend, a man and woman, initially there is a lot of excitement. But then later on, the excitement goes down. It doesn't mean that they're not in love. No, they understand each other. The more they understand each other, the more they are comfortable with each other. The more they are comfortable with each other, the more the excitement is reduced. Now they graduate to the next level of understanding deeply. And they graduate to the next level of having kids, focusing on practical things. In the beginning, they are more focused on butterflies inside and feeling that passion and excitement. Then later on, they are more focused on practical things. Okay, how to pay the bills and how to get a house and how to plan for the children. So that means they have gone to the next level. They have raised the bar and they've progressed in the samsara. They have gone little deeper in samsara. In the beginning, they are on the superficial. Now they have gone little deep. Similarly, in spirituality, in the beginning, there is a lot of excitement. And then when you go a little deeper, it might appear that the excitement is less. But then it is only for a certain period. In the beginning, you might have read a lot of books. And when you read books, when you read so many books, when you listen to other masters, naturally you have a lot of theoretical understanding. With theoretical understanding, your excitement comes down. Okay. Then you get into a valley phase. See, every mountain, like a peak, every mountain has a valley. Similarly, every excitement has a slow down phase. So, in the valley phase, where there is a certain confusion, where you feel, I know many things in spirituality, but still, there is something missing. There is a confusion. That original excitement is no more there. You are interested in spirituality, but that interest is not the same from the beginning. So you can see it has toned down. It is very natural for everybody. But what does that mean? That simply means you are no more interested in theoretical stuff. You are more interested in practical stuff. So the excitement of theoretical spirituality has gone. And now the focus is on the practical spirituality. So, if you are going through this phase of where you are feeling little confused, even though you are meditating, even though you are reading books, you are feeling still low, that simply means that it is time to be more disciplined. It is time to be more sincere. It is time to self motivate. In the beginning, the motivation came from outside, and now the motivation should come from within. Your deep desire that I want to realize myself, that only will motivate you. I'll give you statistically an example. Let us say 1,000 people are interested in meditation. 1,000 people, they attend the meditation. After a few days, the 1,000 people, in the first stage, 1,000 people are interested. In the next stage, from the 1,000 people, it becomes only 500. In the next month, the 500 becomes 200. In the next month, the 200 becomes 100. So slowly, slowly, the numbers keep reducing. Only a handful of people will travel the complete path. They will not stop till enlightenment. The other people, they fade away in the middle. So only 1%, 100 people might show interest in enlightenment. But out of 100 people, 90 people will drop it in half the way. 10% of the people will travel more than halfway. Among the 10 people, only one person will withhold all the challenges, withhold all the temptations, external temptations, and only one person will reach the final destination of a self-realized person. So the percentage is only 1% in this new age. But in the old age, the percentage was 0.01. Like 30 years ago or 40 years ago, the percentage of success was 0.01. But now we are in the age of light. Now the percentage rate has increased 10 times. So still the percentage of success rate is only 1%. So to simplify this understanding, it is 1% of the people who will achieve self-mastery, self-realization. 1%. Can you imagine? Out of 100, only 1%. So that means how much self-disciplined you should be, how much self-focused you should be, how much of scientific temper you should have, how much of non-dependence you should have. Only 1% can go till the last minute. This is statistically correct because this is what Krishna also said in Bhagavad Gita. Okay. Is it clear, Lynn? If somebody gets demotivated half the way, they should question themselves. Am I sincere enough? If I'm sincere, then I go forward. If I'm not sincere, then better I accept that I'm not sincere and I make efforts to be sincere. So I'll take this next question.
Yeah, thank you, Mister. I have like three small questions from Ngọc Anh, the yoga teacher in our Sangha. Okay, I will read very quickly and you can like have the general answer for her. It is not the question from her, it is a question from her student, but she don't know how to assist her students. So like he asked me to like ask you. Yeah, please do a favor.
So now
like,
what we will do is, Lynn, just because we have other people also raise the hands. So we'll first answer them and then I'll come back to you.
Okay. Thank you, Master. I agree. Thank you.
So the next one is Khushbu.
Namaskar, sir. I'm Khushbu from Germany. My question is that how to develop belief?
How to develop?
Belief.
Belief?
Yes.
Okay. Why you want to develop belief? What is your understanding of belief? Okay, so let me answer this. Belief means you don't have the first-hand experience of it, but you believe that is a possibility, or you believe that exists. You don't know yourself. For example, you have never seen God. You've never seen God. You don't have experience of God. Your father spoke about God when you were a small child. Your father also has never seen God. Your father has also never experienced God. But he heard from his father. So your grandfather also never experienced God. So they have never experienced God, but they believe God exists. So it is the belief which is passed from generations to generations to generations. Belief simply means that you don't have the first-hand experience, but you assume it exists. With that assumption, you take certain actions. So that is what it says. It is a belief. Assuming certain things. Based on that assumption, you do certain things in life. And you say, it is my belief. Okay. So in spirituality, in spiritual science, you should go away from the belief and you should come closer to the experience of it. Religion is based on belief. Spirituality is based on experience. So focus on experimenting, not on belief.
Uh, I want to more tell you to suppose, for example, one's belief is that earning money is difficult, and at the same time, some people, for some people, earning money is very very easy. So if he or she want to adopt that belief, like earning money is easy, then how to
Okay.
increase?
So you can use a more suitable term. You can use the term programming, conditioning.
Okay.
Okay. So if you have a conditioning, if you have this conditioning that earning money is difficult, that is your self conditioning because of your environment or because of whatever the external situations. So you watching your parents or watching your neighbors or whatever, you conditioned yourself that earning money is difficult. It is your own self conditioning. Now, how can you come out of it?
Yes, it's my question. How to change?
Meditation is the simplest possible answer. Okay. The more you do meditation, along with meditation, the more you read books. Along with reading books, the more you have this ability to question yourself, to question all your conditioning, to question all your belief systems, to question all your limitations. Then that is how you reprogram it. You reprogram your limited belief systems. You program your limited understanding. See, the truth is, you can do whatever you want in life. You are a multi-dimensional personality. That is the truth. The truth is, you have come to earth as a visitor and you are here only for a short period of time. And God has created everybody the same. You are from Gujarat. Originally, you are from Gujarat. And the Ambanis, the richest people in India, they're also from Gujarat.
Yeah.
So they don't have this mindset. Imagine if they had the mindset, they would have never been the richest. They would have never accumulated that much of wealth and they would have never earned that much of money. So, what is the difference? Both are from the same state, same language, same food, same culture. What is different? The different is the mindset. The programming is wrong. There is a malfunction in the software. Hardware is the same hardware, but software is corrupted. So now you fix the virus, change the software, then your reality changes. Okay.
Yes, yeah. Thank you so much.
Yes. Next question, Gayatri.
Namaste, sir. Happy Guru Purnima. Sir, I'm Gayatri. I'm from UK. Sir, my question
Madam.
is more related to personal energy management and developing interest by acquiring more knowledge. It's my personal use case, which I need some guidance, which I'm looking for. Sir, in one of the spiritual books, I read that if there is something wrong happening around your surroundings, you must raise your voice, which is an individual's duty, is what I read. I don't remember the book name, but somehow these words and these lines, they got instilled in me. And over the past
What is
few
that? Repeat that line again.
If you see something is something wrong going on within your surroundings, whatever it is, whether it is with your life, or if you see that something is wrong is happening with others' life or something, you should raise your voice. You should raise your voice and question, or maybe let others know. I exactly don't remember the exact sentence, but this is what I...
Okay, you go with your question. What is the question? There are so many books telling so many things. So you should be very careful what kind of book you are reading. If you are reading a right spiritual book, that book will empower you. Okay, how to define a right book or a wrong book? A right book will empower you. A right book will take you away from fear consciousness. The right book will take you away from fear consciousness, and the right book will instill self-confidence in you. Any book which takes you away from the fear energy and instills the self-confidence, any book which gives you a certain clarity, and any book which empowers you, not only from the body-mind space, but from the body-mind-soul space, that is the right book. Okay. So first of all, you have to pick the right book, because your time is precious, your energy is precious. So pick the right book. And while you're reading the book, while you are like reading few pages, you will come to know, your energy will tell, this book, it doesn't suit me. Okay. But when you're reading certain books, as you read more and more, it inspires you to read more and more. That is the right book.
Yeah.
That is how you manage. You use your own energy to see what is right and what is not right. Okay.
Thank you, sir. I understand that. This book I'm talking about, there is this lady whose two children.
You don't need to mention the author, but just you ask the question.
Yeah. So from past few months, I've developed interest in politics. The more I started gathering information, the more I started seeing the manipulations and the people taking democracy in their hands, etc. And maybe I don't know, because what I have read, maybe that instilled in me or what, I don't know. I thought it's my duty to say whatever is wrong is happening, it is wrong. Whatever is within my hands, whatever is within my limitations. So I started doing that. Now all my well-wishers and people are saying you're wasting your time. You should focus and share your energies, and then everything will be going on as per the karmic plan, etc. Now, being a 4-month-old pregnant, people say that I should not see few things which are happening because that will affect me as well as the baby inside. I'm kind of looking for some guidance here, because inside me I feel that it is my duty to say something is going wrong. It is wrong. I should say that, use my voice against it.
Okay.
And I'm feeling maybe I'm wasting my time.
I got your question. See, first, it is very important to understand that you being a pregnant mother, your thoughts, your emotions, your feelings impact the baby. Okay. So anything which is negative, you should go far away from it. That which makes you feel good, embrace it. Like you listen to a nice music, you feel good, so listen to more music. Okay. So whatever makes you feel good, you go with the feeling factor. That which makes you feel good is good for your pregnancy. That which disturbs you, that which agitates you, is not good for your pregnancy. Very simple. Okay. Now, coming to politics, Krishna is a great politician. You know that, right?
Yeah.
So, politics is an art. Politics is not about raising voice. Politics is not about fighting. Politics is all about the art of administration, the art of achieving what you want to achieve. Politics involves a lot of diplomacy. When you raise the voice, then there is no diplomacy. You cannot be a friend to another person by raising the voice. But through diplomacy, you can make friendship with the political opponents and still get the things done what you want to do. And that is how you can deliver something to the people, by being a able administrator. So if you want to be a great politician, you need to be an enlightened master. Krishna is a classical example of a great enlightened master, at the same time, a great administrator, a great politician. So have Krishna as an example and do more meditation. Naturally, you will learn the art of politics. Focus on diplomacy, not on raising the voice. You can convey the same message without getting into the fight, without getting into raising the voice. You can modulate the voice and convey the same message. That is diplomacy, without offending the other person. Conveying the message and getting the message across is nothing but diplomacy. Okay, I think I've answered your question.
Thank you very much, sir. Grateful.
Yeah. So next, Basilika.
Okay. Hi, Pradeep Ji, can you hear me?
Yes. Yes, go ahead.
Hi, Pradeep Ji. Very happy to see you. And I don't have any question, but I just want to express my gratitude to you, my physical guru. And I just resonate with whatever you said today. So I'm very thankful and grateful to you and to my inner guru who is guiding me from inside. And I also learned from my child, I learned from my husband. So I would like to thank everyone who is imparting their wisdom, their knowledge, who is making me learn things. So I just want to meet you and express the gratitude to you and to everyone who is teaching me. So thank you so much. Thank you so much, Pradeep.
Yes, madam. Thank you very much. Thanks for taking charge of your life. Thank you. So next, Dilip. People are asking the question. Please come on the video. Okay, maybe.
Hi, can you hear me, Pradeep Ji?
Yes, yes, sir.
Hi.
I can listen.
And thank you very much for giving me an opportunity to have a quick couple of questions. I'm not going to take too much of your time, but there was a number of things that.
Where you are from, sir?
Sorry, yes, I'm in London. Very sunny London at the moment, so we were enjoying a bit of sunshine as well. So basically, there are a number of things that you said which resonates with me. So it's an opening statement that I like to say. Thank you very much, because you talked about the inner self, inner consciousness, and developing that, and then of course there's the outer sense that you also talked about, and I also do a little bit of meditation. I did it and I fell away from it, as you also enlightened a little in one of your earlier conversations. I'll come back to it again. And I certainly realize the power of it, because it does help me. Because I actually have a lot of medical issues, and one is extreme diabetes, and of course that helped me to manage that. But one of the things I'd like to say that I look to the power of debate. Now, you mentioned your debate with the person that I get, because I feel that after a deep conversation, it actually helps me to analyze what's been said and to then put that into some sort of clarification into my own mind. Because if I can do that, I can play it back. I can play it back and make it more meaningful for me at the end of the day. Some of it's not may not be relevant. Some will be relevant. And I'm also a keynote speaker. So when I'm analyzing and talking to people, it's like 100 people at a given time. What it does for me is to convey the information in the right direction and the right channel. Because where the negativity comes for me is that in developing that sense, I question, I challenge, and not necessarily negative, in a negative way, but it's trying to seek clarification. And seeking the clarification.
It's more of constructive debate.
That's right. It's a constructive debate. So if you don't have a constructive debate, then you lose the flow of information that's going to come to you for clarity. But I often find in family situations that depth of questioning, right, is like it's a shut-off, because you're not given that opportunity to open yourself as a human being. In fact, you're expected to change your DNA because the questioning leads into other situations, and some people will only just accept you for 2-line questions, and anything more beyond that, it falls away. So you don't have that flow. And I often cite that Lord Krishna, Arjuna, the Gita, it's based on questioning. It's based on answers. How many question and answers? I mean, I can't recount. Maybe you could tell me that was written in the Gita, right? But if the question
can we focus? Can we get to the essence of it, sir? What is it?
So how do you overcome that?
With your family, debate with your wife and children? Is that the question?
This is father, mother, everyone. Where I don't have that same issue in external debates, but it's more of an internal.
See, if you are the debate. When I speak about spiritual debate,
yes,
which means is the student is focused on understanding the things. So the student puts a question to the teacher with the intention to understand deeply. And the teacher can clearly see that the student is ready to learn or not. So if the student is ready to learn, then the teacher participates in the debate. If the student is not ready to learn, then the teacher says, first you go and meditate, then we'll speak. So that his mind is calm. And when his mind is calm, then he is ready to absorb. So this debate is totally different from the constructive talks we have with the family members. Because here the student and the teacher, they're of the same frequency. But within the family, sometimes the child can be an enlightened soul and the father can be a baby soul. There are different levels of souls taking birth in the same family. So one person is interested only in materialistic things, and one person is interested in philosophy. Philosophy, you understand what is philosophy. Philosophy doesn't mean he is a spiritual person. Philosophy means he has a certain love towards truth, but he is not interested to experiment. But he likes the theoretical things. When he listens to philosophy, he feels good, but he's not ready to practice it. He's not ready to experiment it. So there might be a situation where one person is materialistic, focused only on name and fame, jewelry, money, and power, and other things. Other person can be philosophical, and the other person is highly evolved, that they have already experienced certain truth in their past life, and they want to continue on that. Now, with these 3 different frequencies, a debate is not possible, but diplomacy is possible. Diplomacy is understanding the truth to its core leads to diplomacy. So when you understand the truth, that even though there are all 3 different levels of understanding, when I say 3 different levels means their soul evolution. In the soul evolution, there are many levels. So there are 3 different levels, from a baby soul to an old soul to an enlightened soul. So when you understand the truth, what is the highest truth? The highest truth is everybody is right from their perspective. A baby soul is right from his perspective. A young soul, baby soul focuses only on survival. Young soul focuses on power, domination. So the young soul is correct from his perspective. So when you understand that everybody is right from their perspective, then there is diplomacy. Then there is coexistence. See, Duryodhana is right from his perspective, in his own words. You know what Duryodhana said in his own words? He said, Krishna, I know what is dharma. And I know what is adharma also, because he learned from the same guru. So he learned dharma and adharma along with Pandavas. So he said, Krishna, I know what is dharma. I know what is adharma, but I feel like doing only adharma. What can I do? So Krishna said, okay, you do whatever you feel like doing. Then be prepared for the consequences. Because he came for a mediation to avoid war. Then Krishna said, okay, follow what you feel like doing. See, Duryodhana is right from his perspective. Ravana is right from his perspective. And Rama is also right from his perspective. So everybody is right from their perspectives. When you understand this core truth that everybody is right from their perspective, then there can be healthy debates within the family members. Okay. And with that healthy debate, you can have a happy coexistence, a meaningful living, a happy family, knowing that it is a drama, knowing that your partner is materialistic. See, you are interested, I'm giving an example. You are interested in spirituality, but your partner might be interested only in money. So knowing that that is also right. From her perspective, she is right. So you respect her point of view. So respecting the other's point of view is enlightenment. Okay, sir.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
Azim Madhavi, Chennai.
Yes, madam. Madhavi, madam from Chennai.
Yes. There's no questions from my side. I just wanted to have a small sharing question. Can I do?
Your voice is little low, madam.
Is it okay now?
Yeah, now it is better. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. There's no question from my side. I just want to do a small sharing. Can I proceed?
A small clarity or charity?
No. Small sharing.
Oh, sharing. Yeah, go ahead. You want to go for sharing? Yes, please go ahead, madam.
Yeah.
Keep
I was in
it short and sweet.
Yes. I was in constant search, and my search ended where I entered PSSM and Apudi Boy Bava, and I create my own reality. That changed my entire perspective of life, and I started taking charge of my life. So I enjoy each and every day, and by being with your guidance, I started experimenting everything, like say from food. I started fasting every week, staying on food diet. I enjoy every day. So by experiencing or experimenting, I see so much happiness. And for that, thanks to you and Pradeep.
Yes, madam. Thank you for sharing.
Thank you.
Great. You're doing great service. Please continue. Okay. So next one is again. Okay. So there are two people. Madhavi from Germany.
Sir, good afternoon, good evening. And thank you so much for the Guru Purnima and being our Guru or Master. Thank you so much, sir. I have one question. That is, when I stand or when I teach, when I'm teaching, then I realize that the students, and one of the student is really, really intelligent and is more intelligent than me. And my inner voice is trying to say that it's very difficult to handle that student. How do I face in that situation, sir?
When you have an intelligent student in the class, you should be proud of it.
Yes, I am
See
very
that?
proud of it, but my inner sense is saying that he's very, very smart and and in that situations, how do I handle that little boy or little girl?
It's very simple. When you have an intelligent student asking an intelligent question, you should take it as a motivation that, it inspires you to do better homework. If somebody is asking an intelligent question, then that should motivate you to do more homework before you take the next class. So that kind of intelligent questions helps you to read more books, to do more research, and it helps you to be more sincere. It helps you in your own spiritual evolution. It helps you in your own self discipline. It helps you in your own self mastery. So be thankful to that student that is asking such intelligent questions. Sometimes you may not know the question, but you be honest with him. You be honest with him and say, him or her, I don't know. So you just be honest with the student and just say, I don't know this particular answer, but I'll do my research and I'll get back to you. So when you're
Yes.
honest, the students will have more respect on you. So that is the way you handle it. Take it as a motivation, because that student is helping you to be a great teacher.
Yes, sir. Yes. It is in such a way like I can feel that the student is going to ask me those questions which I would never answer in that particular time. So this is a good thing. Like I can be very honest saying that I cannot answer you at that moment, and then I can really learn and research and come back. Yeah. Thank you so much. So that's my this thing. And thank you for all your sessions and
Yes.
gratitude,
Thank
sir. Thank you.
Okay. Vishwanath.
Hi, sir.
Hello.
Happy Guru, sir. It was a wonderful session, sir. Like exactly what I was looking for, the guidance I got today. So I had one question. Basically, even like been on path for last few years. Even being on path, we face certain challenges. So currently, I'm facing certain challenges. Like I can say, like there's certain tests that I'm facing or challenges that I'm facing. So in that challenging times, how can we trust and go ahead? That is the first question. And just second question is like, what is the role of guru in spiritual path or in this path?
Okay, so the role of the guru is to remind you again and again and again that only you can help yourself. You create your own reality. What you focus on, that is what will manifest. So he will constantly remind you these things. That is the role of a guru. And primarily, the role of the guru is to motivate you. He'll say, yes, you can do it. The guru will always motivate the student. Sometimes the student doubts himself. So the job of the guru is say, don't be motivated, don't feel fear, go forward. In spite of the fear, move forward. That is motivation. Don't stop. This is just a maya. This is just a drama. Life is a drama. Don't take seriously. Enjoy the drama, but play the drama perfectly well. Do your best and leave the rest. This is the motivation the guru will say. And that is precisely the role of the guru. And also, the other role of the guru is to break the ego. Every time the student displays certain egoistic things, then the guru will break the ego. Because the student has volunteered to come to the guru for enlightenment. So the student has volunteered for enlightenment. So then the guru's role is to break the ego also. Sometimes the guru might scold you, the guru might hit you, kick you for whatever reason, so that you are not dependent or you are not arrogant or you are not ignorant. So primarily the role of the guru is to help the student to become a master. Okay. So now the second question you asked is about challenges. In spite of the challenges, how to motivate yourself. That is where reading books and Sajjana Sangatyam helps. Okay. If you're not reading books, if you're not participating in Sajjana Sangatyam, or you are not making friendship with other seekers of truth, then in the challenging situations, you feel little demotivated. You feel like I'm in spirituality, I'm myself a teacher, but I cannot handle this own challenge. If I cannot handle my own challenge, how can I teach others? You will have all those self-doubts. But anytime you feel stuck in your life, anytime you feel demotivated, or anytime you feel it's too many challenges I cannot handle, just read few pages of great enlightened masters' books. Listen to the videos of masters. Have a conversation with other fellow seekers. That is how you pull yourself up. Ups and downs are there for everybody. So how do you pull yourself up is only through books. Books motivate you to do more meditation. Sajjana Sangatyam motivates you to move forward in life in spite of all the challenges, because you listen to others' challenges and how they overcome. So that motivates you. That is the way to move forward. Okay.
Yeah, thank you so much, sir. Happy Guru Purnima once again.
Yeah, thank you. You too. All right. So now we will go back to the Lynn. Now we'll take the other two questions.
At this moment, Ngọc Anh, you're already online. Ngọc Anh will ask you the question. Yes, the question from Ngọc Anh, Master.
Thank you,
Okay.
sir. My question are from my yoga student. They want to ask about aura and the 7 bodies. The first one is how do we cleanse our aura through like daily meditation? And the second is if someone has been hurt, there's that information goes into their aura or 7 body. And the third one is if how can we make sure that that no one can enter or affect our aura or 7 bodies? Yeah, thank you, sir.
Okay. So the aura relates to your energy body. We all have auras. Okay. So it relates to our energy body. And if you're upset with something, you're angry with something, you're emotionally disturbed, then it affects your aura. That means there is an energy leak. When your energy is stronger, you have a healthy aura. When your energy is weak, then your aura is weak. So aura can be replaced with energy, synonymous. Okay. So anytime you feel low in energy, anytime you feel emotionally disturbed, so what that means is your aura is weak. If you are feeling strong, if you are feeling good, that means your aura is good. If you are feeling negative, if you are feeling tensed, if you are feeling worried, that means your aura is also getting weak. So how do you recharge? How do you cleanse your aura? See, these are the words: cleansing the aura or recharging. It's all the same. So take a shower. When you take a shower, then all the negativity in the aura goes away. Then your energy body produce the fresh aura. So taking shower is one way. Meditating is another way. Listening to music is another way. Spending time with nature is another way. Walking barefoot on the nature, in the beach, in the forest, hugging the trees, or fire. Okay, when you have a fire camp, let the fire cleanse the aura. So there are so many ways you can recharge yourself. And it doesn't affect the other bodies. The other subtle bodies, it doesn't affect. It is a temporary disturbance. So it affects only the energy body. Okay. So I've given you so many ways to cleanse the aura. And I've also given you the answer that it affects only the energy body. It doesn't affect the other bodies. Of course, if you feel very deeply emotional, it affects the astral body. Because astral body is an emotional body. But it doesn't affect the mental body. But when you're speaking in terms of temporary disturbances, it affects only the energy body. Okay. How do you recharge it? Just close your eyes and take a deep breath. Immediately you feel good. You recharge your aura. Just a deep breath. Let go. So whenever you are in the let go mode, you are in the space where you are recharging your aura. Take a quick shower. Walk barefoot. Hug the trees. Meditate. You do any of these things, your aura will be recharged. And you don't need to protect. You don't try to protect the aura. Because the feeling of protection comes from the fear consciousness. Because you fear that something might happen, I better protect. So you should not be in the fear consciousness. You just say, okay, I have a lot of light from within, and I want to share my light to everybody. In the meanwhile, I might get affected, but it's okay. I know how to recharge. So focus on getting your energy recharged rather than protecting. Protecting means you make sure that the outer doesn't disturb you, but your inner light also cannot impact the other person. You become disconnected with the outside also. So the word protection, protecting the aura, it comes from fear consciousness. You should not do that, but rather increase your energy. Then naturally, once you have strong walls, then you have a strong defense mechanism. with more and more intense meditation, your energy body becomes so strong that in spite of all the disturbances, you will not be disturbed. So I answered all your 3 questions. Okay.
Can I ask if someone has been deeply hurt and it's been registered in their astral body, how do they do with it?
Yes, if somebody is emotionally deeply hurt, yes, it impacts the astral body. The only way to overcome is let go of the emotions. If you don't let go of that deep hurt, it will only affect you. Suppose if you are angry or upset with somebody, your anger, you feeling upset, you feeling injustice doesn't impact the other person, but it impacts your physical health. Your frozen emotions, your negative emotions impact your own health. It is like you are paying the price for another person's mistake. You are paying a very costly penalty for somebody else's mistake. So when you understand that your emotions hurt you, not the other person, you know how to let go of the emotions. You know how to forgive and move on. Forgive and move on. Okay.
My observation is when you detach from the role, you can forgive easily, right? Like forgive yourself and other people.
Yes, that is also right. That is right. Detach and move on. Okay.
Thank you, sir. Happy Guru Purnima.
Thank you. You too. So I think we'll take more questions next week. It is getting delayed because I have a physical session here in the ashram. We are having Guru Purnima celebration, so I need to go attend that meditation in 5 minutes time. So thank you very much for this amazing opportunity to interact with all of you. Namaste to all.